My time to shine. He got it. Splash. And that will put some dogs on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
And welcome to the Arena, where tonight we've got a showdown of some mega powers of the state of Michigan. It's the Catholic League Central Division finest going at it. For the second time this year, it's the old rivalry. In the last 4 years, these two teams have gone head-to-head. Mac Horvath and St. Mary's and Brother Rice will meet again tonight in a special location, the Arena, the location of this ball game between number 1, Orchard Lake St. Mary's, against their rival, Brother Rice. We're in for a showdown tonight. Glad you're with me.
Yeah, I don't think the location of this one matters. It could be in the backyard somewhere, and you're going to get a nice little brawl out of these two teams when they get together.
When you look at Orchard Lake St. Mary's, number 1 ranked for the first time this year unanimously, and they are doing it, Mac, on both sides of the basketball, but I know one side stands out for you and what you've seen on film.
Yeah, the defensive side, that's what's standing out. 9 out of the last 10 games they've played, they've held opponents under 60 points a game. The only team that topped that was UAD in a game that they handled quite easily. So the defense, obviously Sherrod Barnes, one of the best on-ball defenders in the state. But Savory has been kind of the difference in the middle, and the biggest difference between what they had last year with Wisniewski. Brings a lot of athleticism, but Savory brings a lot of strength and toughness, which they missed down low, and he's providing it in big ways.
A lot of depth for St. Mary's this year. Meanwhile, Brother Rice, winners of 4 straight after losing 4 straight. And everybody's saying, what in the world's going on, Brother Rice? But, Mac, this is a new team. They lost 4 or 5 starters from a year ago, but they're starting to find their way right now.
Yeah, and talking to Coach Palmer, they started hotter than he expected. So the fact that they dropped a few in the middle there, 3 out of those 4 losses, it was a 1-possession game with 2 minutes left in the game. So the ball didn't bounce their way a couple of times, but they bounced back. They've gotten 4 wins in a row, and the last 3 of those have been pretty big as well.
Brother Rice and St. Mary's, we sat down with the head coach, Todd Covert. We got his thoughts on this ball game, his team, and life as an Eaglet. His return to Oakland University. As there you see Elijah Williams, a top 10 player in the country in the class of 2026, in a showdown with Trey McKinney, number 13 in the state and in the country. We're back with more from Rochester in the Arena right after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Welcome inside the Arena as we get set for Orchard Lake St. Mary's against Brother Rice, two teams that are highly respected in the state of Michigan. St. Mary's number 1 ranked this week in the state, and Brother Rice, a team that you've tangled with over the last 4 years, 5 years. It's been tight competition. You're at it again tonight on a big stage at the Arena.
Yeah, it's. I was texting Rick last night. I said, "Man, it's. I'm glad we did this. It's been great for our alumni and our community, our school, and I think I'm super excited to be back. It's, the last time was pretty snowy and kind of dreary, but I think it's going to be a great game."
Yeah, last game was postponed on the Friday, played on 11 a.m. on the Sunday. Kind of took some of the shine off it, right?
Yeah.
And tonight, this is the showcase, the top game in the state against a high-powered St. Mary's team.
Yep.
You guys have been so dynamic this year, and it really starts on the defensive end, Todd. Tell us about the defense and how excited you must be to see what's got to be the best defense you've ever had here.
Yeah, I mean, they've been locked in, and they've been really taking ownership and pride on the defensive end. And I think it's got to start with an attitude. If you don't have the right attitude, and I think our offense has also helped our defense. I think you know, we have a lot more energy on the defensive end right now, and you know, rebounding is obviously a big part of our program, and you know, not giving people second shots is important. And they've been, you know, I didn't think we rebounded great the other night against CC, but we did check pretty good. So
quite a run for St. Mary's right now. 9 straight wins, I believe. The only loss to UAD. This team, Brother Rice, you beat them by 19 points in that affair in that Sunday morning a couple of weeks ago. Your thoughts on that matchup, a game at which you guys pretty much led wire to wire?
Yeah, it was just it was a quirky time. I mean, it was, I don't know, maybe both teams had some sleepiness to them, but they've been playing really well lately. I mean, they held CC to 39 points. You know, they held De La Salle, I think, to 45 points. Toledo Catholic Central was in the 40s. So, and you can tell on film they're playing really good defense right now. They're playing really good.
You alluded earlier to the rebounding, how important it is to your team and your scheme.
Mm-hmm.
How important has Jaden Savory been on the rebounding side of things? I know he gets a lot of run for the offense, but the rebounding is elite too, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, his defense has been really strong in rebounding on the defensive glass. You know, he's got that intuition that really great rebounders have to have, and he's got that. He can find it, right? He can find it, and he has some great instincts, and he's obviously super talented. So when you put those two things together, he's, you know, very similar to Trey in that instinctual side of things with rebounding.
What do you see in this new version of Brother Rice? They did lose 4 starters from a year ago. They're still very good, as you mentioned, but they've gone through some growing pains with a new 4, something that I know you can realize as you've had to deal with in the past.
Yeah. No, I just think they're really playing well defensively. I mean, and they're big. They're so long that when you rotate well and you can keep the ball in front of you, and they're as big as they are, it's, you know, the court's only so big. So, you know, I think if you ask me why they've, you know, on a good winning streak here, it's definitely on the defensive end.
Trey McKinney's been you know, at it again, doing his normal Trey things. How much do you appreciate him and everything? I guess every year he's gotten better. What's the expectation for him this year, and has he fulfilled it already?
Yeah, I mean, he just it's unbelievable. It's sometimes you just gotta reflect a little bit and slow down and be in the moment and watch a little bit, because you know it's not always going to be here. It's going to be gone, and you know, you got to really catch yourself. You know, I did it with Josh Ross a few years ago in football, and I remember walking up the tunnel at Ford Field telling Coach K, I'm like, we might never ever see this again, and you know that's very likely that we'll never ever see anything like it again, and you know he'll go down as one of the greats in Michigan history.
Still just a junior, Trey McKinney. Your keys to victory tonight against a Rice team that you know is going to come out hungry after getting beat by 19 by you earlier, as they want to make a run here. What's the key to win tonight for you?
I think really rebounding and blocking out is number one, and I think on the defensive end, the ball's got to change sides a couple times on the offensive end so we can get some good shots. You know, they're not going to give you anything on the first side, so those are the first two things. So
all the best tonight.
Yeah,
thanks so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Todd. We're back with St. Mary's and Brother Rice as we roll on from the O-Arena on a big Friday night on Full Court Prep. Back after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out pain-free and could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
Welcome back to the Arena. He is Mac Horvath. My name is Chad Bush. Kara Lyles, our sideline reporter here today. And this is the 59th meeting all time between these two prized programs in the state of Michigan and in the Midwest. 39-19 St. Mary's has dominated in the series, but it's been tight as of late. Both these teams expect to meet 3 or 4 times this year. Now then, let's get to the starters for tonight's ball game before we get Mac's keys to victory. We'll start with the Brother Rice Warriors. David Williams at one of the guard spots. Really fine season for Williams with a lot of responsibility and load. Warren Marshall to his future home tonight. The Oakland Golden Grizzly commit and the game winner last year that put him on the map, and he rode that to a scholarship and has had a fine senior year. Elijah Williams, one of the top players in the country, the son of Monty Williams, the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and he's a big at 6'7", transfer from Arizona, as you can imagine, and he's one of the best players in the country, at least ranked that high, and we'll see tonight how he does against the Eaglets big men. Luke Selkowski, a senior, a guy that has been outstanding this year for Rick Palmer, and a senior and a leader up front, and a scholarship player, 9.7 rebounds. Trevor Smith, a transfer from Okemos at 6'8", a big, and a guy that's growing into being a big and starting to really come on, 10 and 10 the other night. And this kid's going to be really good, just a sophomore. It's a young team for Rick Palmer. They lost 4 or 5 starters for a year ago. Rick Palmer's the head coach. Laddie Andahazi, one of the assistants. Josh Baker, former assistant at Alabama, former head coach at River Rouge, is one of the new assistants this year. And so is Richard Porter. Also Leon McDonald on staff as well. Jeff Calcaterra, the athletic director. The Orchard Lake St. Mary's will start with Sherrod Barnes at the point guard spot. Sherrod, several Division I offers, and a great combo guard. One of the best on-ball defenders. Rick Palmer said he is the best on-ball defender in the state of Michigan. Daniel Smythe, a shooter and much more. One of the seniors, one of the captains, and one of the leaders on this club for Todd Covert. Trey McKinney, top 13 player in the country. Trey, in his junior campaign, having a fantastic one, 25 points a game. Andrew Smith, committed to Hope, and he is doing great things. One of the captains, and Jaden Savory in the middle, one of the difference makers for St. Mary's, a guy that's getting high major offers in football every day. We're underway. He's Mac Horvath. I'm Chad Bush. Selkowski high on the right. Man-to-man defense for St. Mary's. And Mac, this is what you were impressed with mostly when you saw him.
Yeah, the toughness of Orchard Lake has been showcasing these past few games with this defensive stretch. And it starts with Jaden Savory, and they're going to need to match that tonight. Brother Rice, is one of the bigger teams you're going to find in the state, as it shows right there with the offensive glass and put back by Selkowski.
David Williams missed the jumper, no problem. Selkowski has his back, and it's been a great senior year for Luke Selkowski. 19 points, 10 rebounds against UAD the other night. Savory at the elbow against Selkowski, leans in, shot is blocked by Luke Selkowski, out of bounds. And a quick statement by the senior forward at 6'7". Here's another look.
Yeah, makes the offensive play on the other end with the offensive putback, and then the defensive swat out of bounds. Ready to match the toughness.
Trey McKinney with a college range 3. You can tell the difference between the high school and the college lines. 2-0 Brother Rice, just underway. St. Mary's won the first matchup back a couple weeks ago on a Sunday morning. And they won that by 19 points pretty easily, led most of the way. Williams, right side, Trevor Smith on the roll, and it's 4-0 Rice with a quick start. Pull-up, Sherrod Barnes triple, Splash City for number 0. And the Eaglets have cut it to 1.
Answer quickly there by Orchard Lake. Great ball screen before by Dave Williams, creating space on Sherrod as he does again right there, but draws the offensive foul. Kind of the same play he just got away with. You got to find a way to create space against Sherrod Barnes, though. Again, one of the best on-ball defenders in the state. There you go with the left arm shove. He did it the play before and got away with it. Can't keep going to that one, especially back-to-back.
And I'm sure in front of the St. Mary's bench, they reminded them that, hey, that might not be legal.
No, Todd doesn't talk to refs like that. Come on.
Savory back to Sherrod to the rack, left-hand lay, and no. He's fouled on the play, and that'll send Barnes line left, where he's a very good free throw shooter. This is the quickness of Sherrod Barnes, known for his defense, adding offense here.
Yeah, that's twice already early in the game that they've went to a high post entry to Savory at the elbow and let the guards play downhill off of him. Tough matchup, especially for a Brother Rice team that might not be able to match Orchard Lake speed-wise.
It is an athletic, deep team. Brother Rice coming on. They are winners of 4 straight. They lost 4 in a row, but Palmer said, look, I love this team. It's my favorite group I've ever been around. And these guys are so easy to coach. Despite being inexperienced and despite graduating all those guys, he loves this group. They're ready to learn. They're ready to be coached.
Yeah, a lot of it was them just, getting reps playing together. Doesn't come overnight, and they've been patient with it.
Williams in the paint, triple teamed, rim off, no. Trey with the big boy rebound, and here comes the 5-star Trey McKinney. Smith with a rip and a drive. Lay in, rejected by Trevor Smith. Second block, Elijah on the run out, lay in good. And Rice regains the lead, 6-5. And Todd Covert wants timeout in the O-Arena. We'll take it with him. Rice on the run, +1, 5.5 to go. The SWAT City is alive and well.
Every morning, I woke up with stabbing pain in my feet. Plantar fasciitis, the doctor called it. All I know is it really hurt. One visit to Fix My Feet today and the pain was gone. And even better, the custom arch supports I got worked in all my shoes.
Don't wait. End your foot pain now. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
The Eaglets start 1 of 4 from the floor. And Brother Rice 3 of 5. What have you noticed early, Mac?
The first time they played, Coach Palmer brought this up, and it was the first stat he brought up. They got outscored 38-20 in the paint the first time they matched. And Brother Rice has taken a real effort to control the paint on the defensive side and get their 4th bucket in a row from inside 2 feet.
Getting easy looks and clean looks. Selkowski with his 4th point. And 8-7 Rice, they went for 2. And are in the lead with 5 minutes left. Trey fouled, and the Eaglets will have to find some more points back at that free throw line.
Yeah, Trey takes him off the bounce here to the left-hand side. Not a lot of help coming from Warren Marshall. Need a stunt or a hedge to slow him down as he got past Williams and draws the foul.
Trey McKinney line left. Todd Covert raves about Trey McKinney and the kind of kid that wants to be coached, wants to get better, and over the summer he has gotten better. And Todd says he's seen the floor, seen guys, and become a better passer.
Yeah, it comes with experience too. The more experience he gets, the better he's just going to naturally become.
So the Eaglets 4 of 4 from the stripe, and it puts them back in the lead, 9-8. We've seen 4 lead changes already. Rice 4 of 6 to start, very sharp from the floor, high percentage shot selection early. Long 3, Williams here, no. And the big boy box out, and that's going to go on Smith. I couldn't go wrong either way. It was Smith on Smith, and I took a guess.
Yeah, the bigger Smith won that matchup. Andrew's gotten stuck on him a couple times down low. It looks like Brother Rice is trying to take advantage of that and feed him in the post.
Ball out of bounds, baseline right, and Williams couldn't trigger, has to throw it off of Sherrod Barnes. Eaglets by 1. Back and forth we go. Different pace and tempo to this one. Williams topside. To Williams down the avenue. David shot, no, but a foul at the rim. Wisniewski has checked in. Savory will sit, and Williams headed to the line.
Brother Rice, good flex screen out of bounds on the baseline play. David Williams actually had Salkowski by the rim, takes it himself, and draws the foul. Eaglets did not do a good job communicating there, ended up with 2-on-1, leaving the man open underneath the rim.
Rick Palmer's raved about David Williams. 9 assists in wins, just 2 assists in losses. And he says, look, we depend on him quite a bit. But he says he's been outstanding, very confident, a tough kid, a scorer and a distributor. And it's tough to replace Jonathan Blackwell, who's been the point guard for the last 3 years here. Williams quenches on both. Brother Rice in the lead, 10-9, 4.5 left. Trey across the timeline. McKinney with 2 points, both from the free throw line in this game. Wants it top of the circle against Williams. This is a 5-star matchup. Trey for 3 short. And here come the Warriors. You think St. Mary's can get better shots than what they've taken from the three-point line today?
As long as Trey's taking it, I think they're going to be okay with it.
That ball was swatted, and it landed on the Warrior on the baseline. That was on Williams, who was seated at his pants, and here's another look at the swat.
There was 3 guys there ready for that one. A lot of contact at the rim. That's just a Catholic League play right there.
Yep, well said. Savory with a block.
Orchard Lake with Wisniewski and Savory on the court at the same time. Hard to go 4 out with that. They're putting Jaden on the outside. Trey with the tough baseline jumper.
Oh, the fader from 17. And McKinney gets his first field goal of the night. Williams, they've asked to put the ball on the floor more. Trevor Moore with an armbar on Wisniewski.
Yeah, they got to get Warren Marshall going. I don't know if we've had a decent look or even an A look from Warren so far halfway through the first.
Yeah, he's been very quiet. Warren Marshall, the Oakland U commit, talked to his mother before the ball game. Inbound into Caffey, one of their top reserves. And he attacks and gets rewarded at the line. Just the first on Savory. That is the team's 4th. Let's get another look at the replay.
Caff using physicality around the rim. Draws the foul. Savory's got to make sure he stays out of foul trouble. That was in their only loss of the season. One of the big reasons why that happened at UAD was the foul trouble that he was in all night.
Yeah, the lone loss for the Eaglets looms as that UAD game. Meanwhile, Elijah Williams will check out. Warren Marshall. Caffey's good with both free throws. Rice in the lead. Back and forth we go. Both teams 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And a fun start there. Trey topside. Eaglets have had a lot of outside looks in this game. Smythe kick, corner, Savory for 3, no. Wisniewski with a big boy rebound, put back, good. That's Mason Wisniewski to give the Eaglets a 1-point lead. Kid out of Royal Oak Shrine, grade school. Proud Eaglet headed to Heidelberg. Missed shot, runner from the baseline from Caffey. Eaglets with numbers, on the run, Sherrard to the rack. Rims out, but he got the foul. And the downhill Barnes maneuver is nearly unstoppable.
Brother Rice has got to get back to moving the ball on the offensive side of the court. Tough take by Sherrod. Not much we can do there as Elijah. He's straight up. But going back again to the offensive side of things, since Brother Rice has substituted. The subs have come in, and it's been one pass dribble and not a lot of motion offense, not a lot of team basketball on the offensive side, which they did for the first 3-4 minutes of the game. They got to get back to that.
No doubt. Daniel Smythe will check out. Isaiah Zip Hines will check in. Logan Hamama will check in for Brother Rice.
2 spark plug players for both teams there.
Yeah.
Hines and Hamama.
Boy, Zip Hines, an electric quick guard. Silkowski in, Trevor Smith will sit. 9.7 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder on this team. One more.
It's a second foul Elijah picked up there as well. Goes to the bench. Let's see how long that lasts.
We'll see how long they can ride it without him. Have yet to see Warren Marshall even really touch the ball. Trey McKinney on him now. Selkowski rip drive against Wisniewski. Layup, no. Trey, big boy rebound. Eaglets on the move. Up by 3. Largest lead for the Eaglets. Spin, Trey, left-hand hook shot, good. And Trey just whirling his way, and the Eaglets are +5 in the arena. Timeout, Rick Palmer.
Great spin move by Trey. Good finish with the lefts. Eaglets up 5. My time to shine. He took over.
He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
There you see Todd Covert in his 9th season. 134-59 overall. Took this team to the quarterfinals, or excuse me, the semifinals a season ago, the Final Four. And he's really turned this program around. And hey, look, Todd's been a part of understanding and learning from George Porritt. Been a big part of, his mentorship. And Covert, a St. Mary's grad in '92, very proud Eaglet, and one of the best golfers in St. Mary's history. I think we got 2 of the best golfers against each other, maybe in the building tonight.
Yeah, in the Catholic League for sure.
In the Catholic League. Now, listen, the building, maybe not. The man I'm next to, Matt Horvath, hole-in-one this year, his 2nd of his career. I'm going to keep talking about that hole-in-one.
I know you are.
We'll have a golf theme tonight. Both these coaches outstanding golfers. Left elbow leaner, no. There's Wisniewski again with a fresh set of downs. Eaglets +5, their largest lead. Sherrod Barnes is going to go back to the free throw line. That's 5 fouls in this first frame, and that's the 2nd foul on David Williams. So 5 team fouls, and St. Mary's will go to a place that's been very friendly as they're 6 of 6 from the strike.
Brother Rice is going to have to battle through this first half with this foul trouble. There's no way you can keep both Williams on the bench for much of this first half. You have to take your chances and ride it.
You can't, there's only so many guys that you can leave off. You got to make decisions here with both guys, and it looks like Trevor Smith will return. The Eaglets and the Warriors played last year in the districts, and the Eaglets upset the #1 ranked Brother Rice Warriors in Bloomfield Hills. And it springboarded them to a run of 7 straight wins and a semifinal appearance in a Final Four in East Lansing. A team that finished 5th or last in their division in the Catholic League. Don't let it fool you, though. This is a good league, and that's a good shooter. That's Warren Marshall from 17 with a fresh J, and it breaks that spell and run of St. Mary's.
Warriors able to give him a good look. Got to continue to do that. Can't keep him quiet if they're going to win this game.
Great feed from Hines. Wisniewski couldn't handle it. Andrew Smith will return. Trey McKinney takes a seat, and Wisniewski hit that toe on the dribble. Logan Hamama against Hines. And we got a whistle, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Hamama. And the foul trouble continues for Brother Rice. And that was a short rest for Trey McKinney. Andrew Smith will check out.
Yeah, with Trey entering back into the game, he's got one foul himself. Wouldn't be surprised to see Orchard Lake here hold to get that last shot. You don't want Trey to have to play defense.
No, sir. Hines, pull up, 17-footer is fresh. Zip Hines with a jump shot. And the Eaglets are up a touchdown with 20 seconds left in the first. Selkowski between the rings. Elijah loses the defender and glasses it in. 4 seconds to go. Rice within 5, 2, 1, buzzer. Trey's banker no at the horn. So the Eaglets by 5. They led by as many as 7. And we'll see what the second quarter has in store. Kara Lyles is next. We're back after this.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Welcome back to the arena. Let's go down courtside. Kara Lyles is with the St. Mary's student section. Kara?
Yeah, well, I am here with Ryan, who's one of the leaders of the St. Mary's student section. Although you guys aren't in your home gym tonight, we are here at Oakland. It doesn't necessarily feel like an away game. You guys travel pretty well. How fun is it?
It's amazing. We got the best spirit in the state, cheering on the best team in the state, so we bring everyone out to root the guys on.
#1 team in the state. How fun is it to be able to watch these guys?
It's amazing. Best guys in the state. They're going to win the state championship this year, and we're going to root them on.
Already going for the state championship, but what about this game tonight? You guys won the first matchup. How about the rest of this one?
It'll be like that again. No problem at all.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Of course, thank you.
Chad?
All right, a lot of fun to be had in this building. That's Ryan Summers. He's a baseball player. Watch out for him. Grand Valley commit, I believe. All right, 7:47 to go, just underway second quarter. Trey with a tough jumper. No good, and here comes the Smith-led Warriors. Hamama has it stripped and ripped. Barnes is fouled in the backcourt, and that might not have been a bad foul.
Yeah, we got 2 fouls, both point guards with 2. Here comes David Williams back into the game.
Wow.
Here comes Elijah Williams back into the game. Brother Rice going to have to get to this foul trouble that the referees are providing to them.
Barnes doing his defensive wizardry there. What do you like about his game?
It's everything. The length, speed, quickness, tough, accepts challenges, wants the toughest matchup there is.
Smythe high on the right to Trey. Right elbow jumper, no. Selkowski with a board. Rice down 5. They're out shooting the Eaglets 46% to 40%. But they have yet to hit a triple. St. Mary's just 1 of 5 from downtown.
Smith on Smith again down there on the block, and Brother Rice just cannot get it to him. There they go.
There they got Trevor against Andrew, and it's blocked by Savory. Out of bounds back to the Eaglets, and we've got a casualty down there. Who's, all right. Is that Al Stankus? Al, he's fine, I think. All right. All's good that ends well down there. Kara was down there. Oh, no, she's in the corner now. Okay. Here's another look at it. And right into your living room. Now, you see C.J. Easterling. He didn't flinch. He's been in the big games before. Little press by Rice.
1-2-2 into the matchup.
Is that to force a turnover? Is that to run clock?
a lot of times it's just to take the offense out of the rhythm. You know, Orchard Lake's running their sets. They're executing at a high level right now, and you just want to make them, you can't let them walk it up the court.
Steal by Barnes. 3-on-2 to Savory. Reverse lay-in, good. And the Eaglets are +7, 6:20 to go. Rick Palmer talked about the defense for St. Mary's and not letting it turn into offense for St. Mary's. So far, they've got that transition O going.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times already. Tough shot.
Tough shot, Williams. Tough result and miss. Rebound, the big boy Savory on the run. Eaglets 4-on-4. Pull up Barnes. 3, no. Quick shot. No work for the Warriors. Needed to be done on that set. Smythe with a reach in and a foul on the perimeter. Trying to reach in on Warren Marshall here.
Yep. Trying to just guess. Beat him to the right. Little handsy.
Yeah. Brother Rice last year in the regular season beat St. Mary's 66-48 in the first matchup. 74-69 in the second matchup.
They forced the switch. They got the shot they wanted from Warren. Just couldn't knock it down.
Savory with a travel or an offensive foul. Either way, wipe out the bucket. Offensive foul on Savory. That's his second foul.
Nice tough drive. But yeah, definitely extends the left arm there. Saying he was held. It's always the other guy's fault.
They've done a fine job on Savory. Just 2 points for Savory. There's a knockaway by Wisniewski, but Williams gets it back and is fouled on the floor by Sherrod Barnes. That'll be Barnes first. Barnes with 11 points in this game. That's the leader in the building. Rice with 4 points from Selkowski as we get another look there.
Wisniewski, if he gets away with that steal, it's a highlight show down there.
He's got some bunnies to him.
He does.
Cathy will return, the 6'4" forward, putting up 7 a game. And a new piece to this bench of Rice. It's been a fine piece for them. 3-second violation. Turnover Rice.
I think they're going to call Warren Marshall for running the baseline out of bounds.
Boy, this game has lost some rhythm with all the whistles. I don't know if the whistles have tightened up or if it's just a lot of mistakes in a big game. Either way, 5 minutes left. Barnes to Wisniewski, right block. Power layup, good. Wisniewski with 4, and the Eaglets with their largest lead of 9. Marshall trying to create. Whittles his way and is fouled in the paint. That'll go on Wisniewski. And that'll be his second foul and the team's third.
Even off the make, Brother Rice pushes it with tempo, gets it to Warren Marshall, but Orchard Lake doing a great job of stopping transition and not allowing anything to be there. And if they do get anything in transition, it's going to be tough, like Warren just did by drawing the foul.
Warren Marshall rattles one home.
You know, he's had to make the adjustment this year. Last year, he could be a nice side piece, great addition for those big D1 players they had, with him being really the only junior in the starting lineup. And this year kind of had to be the man. And it's not always the easiest transition that people think it is.
That's right. They've relied on him to buy into the defense side and be that stopper. But this is a guy that can really attack in the paint, make threes.
1-2-2 again out of Brother Rice.
We'll see if St. Mary's gets out of sync offensively. Much of the points have come at the line in transition. Barnes has been a big part of it. Trey McKinney, 6 points in the game. Fader rolling good from 12.
That double's got to get there quicker. You can't let Trey put the ball on the ground.
Trey with 8. St. Mary's now out shooting Brother Rice, who's grown cold. Williams too long. Distracted by Wisniewski. Zip on the run. Speed advantage here. Eaglets will back it out. Try to find Wisniewski in the post. Williams strips it away. Elijah. Williams to the hole, no. Excuse me, Warren Marshall to the hole. Barnes to the rack. Laying good from Trey McKinney. And St. Mary's is plus 11, the first double-digit lead of the night.
Great job by Sherrod, running the floor hard, getting rewarded. Good look by Trey. Good finish. Eaglets up 11.
13 from Barnes. And this was Cathy from distance. That's no good. And that's out of bounds. Rice still without a triple. They're 0 of 5. They don't have to get it from downtown, but they have some guys that can really fill it up.
Yeah, Cathy's got a couple good looks there. Just couldn't get that one to drop. Execution needs to be a little sharper, though, from the Brother Rice end. Even when they do execute, it's just a much slower pace than Orchard Lakes.
Trey pull-up jumper good with a lot of space and time, and that's a problem. Eaglets are plus 13 with 3 to go. Williams in a possession that you would think needs to be profitable. Marshall slapped away by Trey McKinney, and that's a whistle. By the way, your officials tonight, and they're starting to take the headlines. Rick Massa, Jim Dwarman, and Herschel Bell.
Again, Rice has just got to get more movement on offense. You need to get both sides of the floor moving and the ball moving from side to side. They're going to stay in it.
No doubt. So Williams, line right, Elijah Williams. Excuse me, how many times am I going to do it? Warren Marshall. Ay, ay, ay. Free throw no good. For the first time tonight, off that Rice bench, we will see Jacob Lamb. One more for Warren Marshall. Got it. The Oakland commit sinks it. Breaks that spell. It's still a 12-point St. Mary's lead. Rice, who lost 4 games in a row in the middle of the season, has responded with 4 straight. Trey McKinney, Splash City. Eaglets by 15, Trey with 13. And it's a danger zone for Rice here near the end of the first half.
Yeah, great call there by Coach Covert, putting the ball screen situation between Smythe, who you can't switch off of with Trey, opens him up for the 3.
Elijah Williams with his first field goal. 4 points for Elijah. Eaglets by 13. Trey from the Golden Grizzly ear. Lost it, ripped, Cathy. 1-on-2. And it's an offensive foul called going the other way. My goodness.
If you're Brother Rice, it might not be a bad time for a timeout right here. Settle the team down. Let them know, hey, we got to keep this thing within 10 towards the half. You just hate to see that.
Yeah, ticky-tack call. Smythe was in good position, but that's a no call.
It's a good no call.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another swipe and steal. Lamb, who's come off the pine, injecting life. Cathy down the avenue, laying no. Wisniewski with a firm outlet, and the Eaglets will slow it down. Todd Covert says so.
Yeah, you want nothing but your best sets and your best shots here to end the half if you're Orchard Lake.
We'll talk to Rick Palmer at the end of this quarter that's been dominated by St. Mary's. Trey, step back, 18-footer, got it. Rick Palmer wanted a push off, he didn't get it. McKinney with 15 points in this game, and the Eaglets are really starting to cook now, matching their largest lead of 15. Another whistle and another turnover.
5-second call there, good D.
Aiden Hanks will check in. Wisniewski will check out. Here's another look at the Trey mid-range jump shot. Is that the most impressive part of his game? offensively.
What's impressive is how easy he makes that shot look. That is not an easy shot. We've seen him make it so many times, we've just become accustomed to it. But that is one of the most difficult shots that you can shoot.
Trey 6 of 12 from the floor, 1 of 4 from downtown. St. Mary's by 15. Barnes has been impressive as well with 13. And he'll run some clock.
Holding for the last shot here.
Yep. Against Williams. Barnes to the hole. Bounce pass. Threw it away. Lamb with another steal. 5 seconds left. And a travel by Warren Marshall. A fitting ending to the Rice final possession. It's been infested with turnovers both ways this ball game.
Might have got away with a kick ball there. Tries to go for the shot fake and blow by.
Turnover in the backcourt. Trey McKinney to Lamb and a wild, wacky finish. And this half is over. It's a half that St. Mary's dominates thanks to a big 10-point bump in the second. We'll talk to Rick Palmer in a moment. Kara Lyles standing by. We're back in 30 seconds. We're the Prep.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
All right, Coach, initial thoughts on the first half.
St. Mary's a really good team, and they're getting a lot of extra help right now. Like, they're not winning because of that, but like this game should be a lot closer. I'll just call it what it is. That's the game is being so unfairly officiated right now. I don't care. I know they're good. I know they got an All-American, but it's ridiculous, and that's how I feel. So we're good.
All right, thanks, Coach.
There you heard from him. Thank you, Kara Lyles. Rick Palmer not happy with the officiating. Does he have a fair beef?
Yeah. Just to keep it simple. I mean, they're two of the best teams in the state. Let's let them see them play here. It goes both ways. When you call that many fouls, then you call a push-off. Guess what? Now you got to call every push-off. Otherwise, you're going to hear from everybody. So it's been a tough night for them. Let's hope they can bounce back in the second half and keep their composure and make a game out of this one.
All right. He's Matt Horvath. I'm Chad Bush. Kara Lyles on the sidelines. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. We'll take a timeout from here in Rochester, the beautiful O-Rena, home of the Golden Grizzlies. We're back with highlights in a moment. We're the Prep.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Hi folks, Dr. Joe here again with Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons. Everywhere you look this time of year, people are running, and that's a great thing because running is an excellent exercise, especially for your cardiovascular and musculoskeletal systems. But the question is, are you running a safe running program? All too often, people are hobbled by things like shin splints and patellar tendonitis. But luckily, simple things like stretching and warm-up, the right running shoes, and realistic weekly mileages can keep you in your running game. For more information, go to miorthosurgeons.com.
My time to shine. That's what's
Got it! Splash!
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Well, we want to thank Papa Romano's and Mr. Pita of Auburn Hills. They're under new management, and boy, are they making a splash. They have over 100 delicious pizzas, pita, salad, and appetizer combinations that will be mouth-watering and a treat for you in your favorite game when it ends. Come on down and give us a try. Located in Auburn Hills, 48326. We thank our friends at Papa Romano's and Mr. Pita. Chad Bush and Mac Horvath. Kara Lyles is standing by as well, as we will talk to a St. Mary's coach momentarily. But Mac, your thoughts on this first half, which St. Mary's really pulled away in the second quarter.
Yeah, big second quarter for Orchard Lake. Really controlled a lot of the tempo the entire game, besides maybe the first few minutes. Brother Rice has really got to keep their composure here to stay within this game. The lead's 15 right now. You don't want to see that thing grow in the first 4 minutes of the second half. So the first 4 minutes, real crucial for the Warriors.
Looking at some highlights here, Williams, the push ahead. This was something early, the Williams to Williams combination. But the St. Mary's sharp shooting from Trey McKinney, Sherrod Barnes, a big part of it. Sherrod and Trey teaming up for a big first half.
Yeah, Orchard Lake did a great job of executing, led to a lot of good looks for them, and really did a good job protecting the rim as well and making things very difficult for the Warriors on the defensive side of things, which really led to a lot of transition baskets for Orchard Lake so they can get themselves going and grow this lead.
Kara Lyles is standing by with assistant coach Marcus Webster. Kara, what do you got for us?
All right, Coach, you guys have been playing defense all year long. Definitely brought it here tonight. What do you like out of your defense so far tonight?
That's the fundamental of our basis of what we try to do. Defense, rebound, and make free throws. And then we got to take good shot selection. So if we just do those things and just try to stay within ourselves and run and have a little bit more fun. So we got a great crowd on both ends. They want to see some excitement out of these young fellas. So I was pleased with it a little bit. We had too many fouls. That's because we're laying back being lazy. But at this half, if we could just settle down and just play our normal tough-ass defense. Oh, can I cuss? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Cut that out.
That's
I'm sorry. Lost it there.
It's okay.
What was the message to your guys coming into the second half?
What I just said. Let's make sure this is February 2nd. It's time to get ready for the real meaningful games coming up in the Catholic League playoffs as well as the state tournament. We got to get our base down, which is playing defense, tough defense, and rebounding.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
It's great stuff. Hey, that's live TV. It happens. We forgive Coach Marcus Webster, one of the good guys in this great state and one of the leaders of basketball in the state of Michigan. We thank Kara Lyles for that report. We're coming back with the start of the second half. Mac and I will have it for you in 30 seconds. We're the Prep. Start of the third just around the corner.
My time to shine.
Got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dimshing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Brother Rice basketball to start the second half. Glad you're with us. Elijah Williams throws it to George Strango, who wasn't ready, and that's a quick turnover on the first possession for Brother Rice.
Again, first 4 minutes here, crucial for Brother Rice. Got to win this first 4 minutes of the second half.
What a great venue to have a premier basketball game. The Arena, where Greg Campy's Golden Grizzlies play. Smythe back to Smith. Eaglets by 15. They shoot 54% in the first half, and they continue the sharp shooting here with Trey McKinney, who cans one right away. He's got 17.
Yeah, 54% in the first half by Orchard Lake, 33% by Brother Rice. Honestly, it's kind of the story. Tough make there by Warren Marshall, but you got to get easier looks.
Yeah.
And we either got to get those within transition if you're Brother Rice, or you got to get those by out executing.
Marshall now with 9 to lead the way for Rice, the Oakland University commit. Smythe first shot for 3, rim off, no. Trevor Smith with a rebound at 6'8" and a sophomore. Williams has it stripped and ripped, and Savory couldn't hang on to that slippery pill. Ball back to the Warriors of Brother Rice.
Rice got away with a rare miss there by Smythe, especially that open. Cannot allow those.
Some scores to pass along in a moment. Savory steps in and picks it and travels as he hits the seat of his pants. Fine post defense by Savory, showing off those skill sets.
That's that tight end work right there. That's definitely that tight end work.
I know you'd love to see him in maize and blue.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to see just about anybody in that.
You were fun to watch on tour, by the way. It was like watching a rock star.
That's my tour, huh?
And the tour concluded at Disney World. Jump shot, Williams in and out. Over the back is Trevor Smith. And he got busted for it. That's his second. That's his first, rather. 9 points for Warren Marshall. Nobody else with more than 4. And we got another whistle, and that's on Rick Palmer. That's a tee. And Palmer can't believe it. Well, he's frustrated. We heard it at halftime. Understandably so. And the tee here will put Trey at the free throw line. And the first one's up and good. Trey now with 18 points in the game. St. Mary's with their largest lead of 16. So, what does Rice do to get back in this ballgame as Rick Palmer pleads his case with Herschel Bell?
You got to get some easier looks, and that may start with it's got to be some sort of spark, whether it's on the defensive end, making things very difficult, running out in transition, great execution.
Savory with a 2-man game on the roll, can't finish, but a fine play and a fresh feed from Sherrod.
Yeah. Great ball screen, great pass by Sherrod. Smith meeting him at the rim. But getting back to it, if you're Brother Rice, there is no 15-point shot out there. There's no 10-point shot out there. One possession at a time. You just got to chip away here.
The free throw is missed by St. Mary's, and it's notable. Eaglets are now 10 of 11 from the stripe in this game. Savory sinks the second, racking up multiple offers by the week for football. As a kid that didn't even think about football till last spring. Attacking is Marshall. He's been aggressive. Did I get his name right?
Yes.
Marshall's been very active. Rick Palmer's asked him to be aggressive. He's filled his duties today.
Smythe gives him that baseline left. Warren takes it, draws the foul. Savory's not going to let anything easy happen around that rim, though.
That's right. Rim protector. He's got another one in Wisniewski on the bench. A very deep team for Todd Covert. Warren Marshall quenches.
The good thing is for us in this game, not a lot of seniors. Not a lot of seniors on either roster, especially within those rotations.
Yeah, Rice really light with seniors. Really just Marshall. Along with Selkowski.
Yeah.
And the Eaglets with Smythe, Wisniewski, Smith, and Angel Kachowski, who we have not seen yet tonight. So, 16-point lead for St. Mary's. The lead has been built as large as 19 in this game. Smythe rips, drives to the hole, left-hand shot blocked. Warriors on the move, +2 players, and Marshall gets it blocked from behind and swatted by Barnes from behind.
That's what you want if you're Brother Rice. Stops on the defensive end to lead to transition. You just want to be able to finish that at the rim.
Ball out of bounds, baseline left. Williams to trigger. They should get another look. Marshall against Smythe. Shot up, blocked by Wisniewski. Says, give me that pill. Smythe the other way for 3, no. And Barnes draws the charge with a tough and smart play.
Heads up play by Sherrod. As if his D isn't good enough. Great heads up play to jump in front of David Williams right here.
Boom.
Easily set. How do you teach guys the heads up plays like that? They normally just come with it. They just come with it.
Yeah, got to watch a lot of basketball, play a lot of basketball, I think. And boy, got to be aware. And this kid is. He's a good one. Trey McKinney, double teamed, in trouble, gives it up to Wisniewski. Thought about it. No shot clock. We've done games this year with a 30-second shot clock.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I do like it. I know there's challenges technology-wise that come with it and time-wise. Shot blocked by Smith. Smith on Smith crime, and another tight call at the rim. And man, third foul for Trevor. And
it's just a tough one, not much there.
Andrew Smith, line right, headed to Hope College to continue his academic and athletic career. Really loves it out there, wants to be a Dutchman. It's a wonderful program, and he's going to be a part of it. A lot of Eaglets have headed that way. It's become a popular destination.
They pack that basketball arena out there, don't they?
They love it.
They pack it.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It is. We also found out they make ice cream. They make Hudsonville ice cream in Holland, as if the heated sidewalks weren't enough to intrigue you. Eaglets 13 of 14 from the line. Meanwhile, David Williams rolls to the hole and fills it up.
Good patient possession there by the Warriors. Got to see that.
Wisniewski with a hang and bang and a scream to the heavens. The seniors fired up. 18-point lead for St. Mary's.
He electrifies the gym with every one of those throwdowns that he has.
Sure does. Todd Cover wants to talk to him. Here's another look. Fine feed, too, from Trey. Mason didn't miss. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:50 to go in the third. Will the Warriors make a push? Or will the #1 team in the state continue to grow this lead? We're back in a moment from the arena after this. My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it.
So they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
There's Rick Palmer in his 6th year, 80 and 40s, the head coach at Rice. He went to Country Day. He played for Kurt Keener and also moved on to play at Albion. A fine career. How about last year, Central Division champs? First time since '96. Rick has really turned this program around. Done a fabulous job. Runs a trucking company. I can vouch for him. I've used them. They're excellent. And this guy has a serious handicap. It's a 0.
He's the real deal.
A 0. You've golfed with him, haven't you?
He's the real deal out there, yeah.
You've competed with him. Now you're right around there too. Wisniewski punches the pill and picks up a tee into the Rice student section. Oh boy. So the tee's equaling out here.
Big block. Got a lot of hand on that. Got teed up for the talking after.
Yeah. Had to have been. That's 3 fouls on Wisniewski. It's the 3rd team foul for St. Mary's. And hey, Rice will take the points with the clock stopped.
This be a good time for your best. Oh, we're gonna inbound it on the side here.
Best Bob play.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna call for. I'd be arguing it should be baseline out of bounds. That's where we're gonna be.
De La Salle leads St. Francis de Sales Toledo by 6, 27-21, as that nears halftime. East Kentwood knocked off Ottawa tonight, 68-40. East Kentwood handed Brother Rice one of their L's in that 4-game losing streak. Offensive foul, that's going to go on Elijah Williams. That's going to be his 3rd foul and the team's 4th. And we'll get another look. I don't know how you call that.
Not much contact there. Get back to those teams around the state, though. Orchard Lake taking on East Lansing tomorrow You know, Coach Covert was setting up that schedule trying to make this like a Final Four.
Right. Yeah, good point. You try to get those back-to-backers at least once or twice. Zip Hines floats one in from 15, and the Eaglets are back up to their largest lead of 18. Smith against Wisniewski, too firm. Trey with a big boy rebound, and the Eaglets look to go up 20 here. Smith to the rack, down to Wisniewski, stolen away by Williams.
That's twice Williams got caught in the post and come away with a steal both times.
Elijah Williams will reset it. Elijah with 4 points in this game. And a whistle down low. It's going to go on Barnes. That'll be his third. And the whistle fest continues. That's the 4th team foul on St. Mary's.
Yeah, it's probably a good foul there by Sherrod. Elijah had positioning on him. Brother Rice went for the high-low dump down. That's not a bad foul. That's a good foul.
Yeah. Williams against McKinney. 5-star on 5-star. Stolen by Zip. St. Mary's with a 3-on-1. Trey to the rack and missed it low. Wisniewski had it blocked by Caffey and fouled him.
Thought Trey was going to give it to him in transition. We were going to get a highlight show.
Yeah.
I wanted that one a little bit. Great defensive play by Zip, by the way, too.
Sure was. We'll get another look at it right here.
Oh, full head of steam headed down the lane.
Had another guy with him. Chance for the Eaglets to stretch it. Wisniewski, 6 points in this game. St. Mary's from the free throw line have been phenomenal, as they've been all this year. 14 of 15 now from the free throw line.
Not easy to do, too, in a gym that you're not familiar with.
That's a good point. Mason Wisniewski, guy that Todd Covert raves about. Really excited about his future because he's just so steady. He's the same kid always, just a relentless rebounder, and can shoot the ball as well. Hasn't had to show it on this team. Caffey two-teamed in the post. Silkowski spins. And the pass is out of bounds. Good thought, but might be one that you want Silkowski to shoot.
Yeah. Wisniewski is. He's one of those kids, you want them all to be like that. You can just tell just with the energy that he plays with. And if he brings it like that every day in practice, that is going to spread to other guys on the team.
Sure is. Elijah on the back of Trey, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Trey McKinney. And that's his second foul, and that's 5 team fouls, and that means free throws with the clock stopped. Well, it was Brother Rice last year that knocked off St. Mary's twice in the regular season. But as always, there's a chance to play again in the Catholic League tournament. These two teams lined up to be number 1 and number 2 or 3. And then you got a chance to meet in the quarterfinals. That's where these two teams would meet, not in the districts, where they've had these two teams together the last 3 years, but in the quarterfinals. Layup, no. Put back, Silkowski's good. And delay a game warning.
But yeah, the MHSA got that right. Spreading these two apart, letting them meet in the quarterfinals last year, or this year, as opposed to last year meeting in the district. And that's happened the last few years too. With your, bringing up that Orchard Lake missed the Catholic League tournament last year, went all the way to the Final Four. De La Salle, the year they won it, finished 4th.
That's right.
They won it all.
That's right.
So, not you play in this league. This league's just a war for 2 months. But every team comes out, seems like they're ready to make a run in March.
Andrew Smith for 3, Splash City. Smitty gets one in the corner, and the Eaglets with their largest lead at 21, blackjack. Caffey with a rip and drive. Around Smythe laying good over Hanks. And Caffey's shown some bright signs tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's a player Coach Palmer really likes. Really has stepped up. Earned significant minutes this year.
Zip Hines two-teamed. Gives way to Smythe, back to Smith, and the Eaglets will play hide the basketball. Final seconds of the third quarter. A quarter that the Eaglets have improved their lead by 4. We'll see if they get the final possession here. Both teams in the bonus. Hines putting on a dribbling clinic, and we get a Todd Covert timeout. We'll keep it right here. Top 10 in the prep top 10 this week, a new one. As East Lansing lost, you mentioned St. Mary's and East Lansing will play tomorrow in a great event. And the Eaglets, there you see them, number 1. Warren Lincoln, number 2. Rice, 3. UAD, 4. North Farmington, 5. And there you see it's a shakeup this week with the loss of North Farmington 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Right. East Lansing, I would use this as a little motivation for tomorrow for sure.
Well, this is just Metro Detroit now, so they're not eligible.
Yeah, you just crop that part out if you're the coach, though. You just crop that part out. Kids won't know.
Is that what you used to do?
Oh, 100%. 100%. I love that guy at the D-Zone making those rankings. Oh, we use those as motivation all the time.
Stewie.
It's funny.
Stu.
They were great. We loved them. But, you tell the kids rankings, things like that don't matter when you go play. But then you use it as motivation still. Works like a charm.
No doubt. You can follow us on our social media. We're on TikTok, Facebook, the Gram, Twitter, X, and YouTube. If you would please subscribe to us. It's free. We'd love that. info@theprepsports.com if you would like to comment, get a broadcast, or anything. We appreciate you watching tonight. 5 seconds left. Zick Hines to the hole, lay in, no, but a foul. And the Eagles will get a chance to bolster that lead back to its largest margin of 21.
Good take by Zip. Drawing the foul on Hamama.
Brother Rice now with 4 players with 3 fouls. Smith, Williams, both Williams, and Hamama. Aiden Hanks will check in. Savory will get a rest. And Elijah Williams returns along with Smith. Caffey and Hamama will sit. 4.3 seconds left. Kara Lyles will have a report for you at the start of the 4th. Stick around for that. Hines splits the pair, 20-point lead, 2 seconds left. Buzzer shot, Williams, no. Warren Marshall, rather, misses the shot. As we go to the 4th quarter, all Eaglets plus a 20-piece. Back after these.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Before we start the 4th, let's go down to Kara Lyles for a report. Kara?
Well, the last time these two teams matched up was here at Oakland University back on January 14th. The Eaglets got off to a big lead and never really looked back. But it was at this point in the game, the start of the 4th quarter, that the Eaglets really showed the type of team that they are. They were diving for loose balls, fighting for rebounds, sprinting up and down the court. And when talking to Coach earlier on in the season, he said Trey really sets the standard for this team. He is always hustling, always making sure everybody on the court is working just as hard as he is. He is the standard for hard work for this team, guys.
Yeah, good point, Kara. When your guy that is the leading player on the club, your 5-star guy, is doing things like being your hardest worker, that's an easy example to set, and Trey McKinney does that.
Yeah, and again, that, like Wisniewski, that just rubs off on teammates every single day. Practice, film sessions, weight room.
Trey McKinney right now in this game with 19 points, 13 for Barnes. Meanwhile, 13 for Warren Marshall to lead the way in his future home. The Red Rowdies are exiting the building. Jump shot, McKinney, no. Selkowski with a rebound. Their top rebounder at 7 a game. Williams looking to get it going, and this is a guy that has the ability to get it going. Rick Palmer loves what David Williams has done. He's changed his body. He's become a different player and a more well-rounded player and accepted that role as being one of the guys.
Yeah, he stepped up and filled that role of point guard. I know Coach Palmer, I want to say worried, but it was a question mark definitely coming into the season, and been super happy with how David's performed this year.
One of the brightest spots. Hoop in the harm, Warren Marshall. Counted in one. 15.
It's a big bucket. Could it be the spark?
See what it does. There you see Warren Marshall. That game-winning three last year to give Cass Tech their only loss. Missed the free throw, Barnes to the deck, and that's a timeout by Todd Covert. We'll keep it right here. 7:20 to go in the fourth. Fourth quarter just underway. A look at the St. Mary's Eaglets now 13-1. 4 state titles to their credit, last in 2000. Jermaine Gonzalez, their athletic director, was one of the best players on that team. And he's in the building. He's also the head coach now. State semifinalists last year and runners-up in 94. They just celebrated that 94 team last week in Orchard Lake. This place has been around since 1885. Private, co-divisional. Kareem Rozier, how about Kareem? Doing good things at Duquesne. Kareem's putting up 6.5 points, dishing out dimes, shooting 42% from downtown, and doing great things. You see all the great prospects. And these two teams the last 3-4 years have really put out some of the best talent in the state of Michigan.
Yeah, for sure. Got Lauren Bowman, Curtis Williams,
John Blackwell.
Jonathan Blackwell.
Yep. He's doing great things. And we'll go deeper in the Catholic League. Sonny Wilson. And
oh, yeah.
It's just been pumping out stars and guys that are ready to play. And Rick Palmer talked a little bit about that earlier this week. He said, look, guys are doing well when they come out of here because they're playing the best players night in and night out in high school. They're ready. And he says, we're hearing back from college coaches that they're college ready, and that feels good.
Yeah, this league's no joke. I mean, this league is, if you want to get prepared for college, you come to play in this league. And that's why you see a lot of guys either coming here right away or transferring in for those reasons.
Yep. Daniel Smythe rips, drives, and tries to find Wisniewski, tipped out of bounds. Eagles will reset on that baseline. Stick around for our G of the game. We've got new G of the game hats. Who will the G be tonight? St. Mary's led after the first quarter, 21-16. But would extend the lead to 15 by halftime, 20 by the end of the third, and right now they're up by 18 over Rice, who you know is going to make a push at some point.
They got to get going. They've 0 made three-pointers tonight from Brother Rice. It's just tough to win with the way the game's played right now with that stat. And honestly, the one thing I'd want to ask Coach Covert, if this game continues to roll the way it has been, is this the most complete game they've played all year?
Yeah.
Because they are executing at, this is the highest level I've seen them execute on offense.
Sherrod Barnes with a lay-in. Dish down low to Selkowski. And that's going to be the fourth on Smith. Marshall, floater, left hand, no. Ball loose, and Smitty wins the battle of the boards. Throw ahead, Trey, shake and bake, down the avenue, no. Tapped out, and Smith will reset to Smythe.
If you're going to take a quick shot in your Orchard Lake, that's a quick shot you want to take is from 2 feet away.
Eaglets happy to run a little bit of clock. Trey, rip, drive, down the avenue, lay in good. hot knife through butter for number 1, the All-American. And the Division I Player of the Year is a sophomore last year. Scores again, and the Eaglets had their largest lead of the night. Ball out of bounds, and that'll go back to Brother Rice. And a lot of folks starting to hit the exits with 5 to go. How's that rip and drive through contact?
It's the first hot knife through butter of the game, I think, tonight.
I think it is. How does his game translate at the college level?
You know, I'm real curious to see, because it's a lot more challenging to get off that mid-range jumper shot at that level as opposed to the high school level, and that, you know, somewhat is his go-to. But Trey's game is extremely versatile. I mean, I think it's gonna translate well, but it might look a lot different.
Backdoor cut, Hamama corrals Kathy in the corner. Against Smith, and he had it swiped. Outstanding defense by the glue guy. Ironically enough, with sticky fingers there, Eaglets get it back.
He's had a great night tonight. Got rewarded with that big 3 in the corner, too.
It's funny how that works in the basketball god's eyes. Eaglets starting to spread it out. Sherrod has it swatted by Marshall, but a fortuitous hop back to Wisniewski, back to the hammer, and the rim rupture. Eaglets by 24, their largest lead with 4 to go.
Thought we were going to get a lob there when Trey went baseline. Ended up with the same result.
And a night when you get 3 points from Savory, a guy you've been used to getting double-digit points, no points from Smythe, a guy that averages double-digit. I mean, they really haven't missed.
It's been, for Savory at least, Wisniewski's had a great game. Again, probably one of his better games of the season right there, as he checks out and gets an ovation from the Orchard Lake faithful behind the bench. Well-deserved. But, you know, he replaced kind of, you know, and Jaden, I'm sure, is fine with that. If, you know, Mason's going to have that type of game.
That's right.
Sometimes it's just your boy's night.
How about the night? 4 of 4 from the floor, 10 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple slams. As Williams gets a bucket to go to cut it to 22.
It's been somewhat of a slower paced game too, especially here in the second half. So the scoring, you know, you don't expect to be up there.
Eaglets in control with 3 to go. Zip Hines off the bounce against Hamama. Shot short, got it back. And the Eaglets want to run some more clock. It's tough. Second chance opportunities tonight. The Eaglets have had a plenty. Trey to the corner, and the Eaglets unselfishly back it out.
As we're back to where we need that shot clock in here.
Mm-hmm. You already know.
What have you heard on the word of that?
I don't know. I mean,
you think we're going to get there soon?
I do. I don't know if it's next year or the year after, but I think in the next 3, we did see some issues with it when it was experimented with, and when we went out to the Great Gotta Get It Classic. A lot of time when they did have to check, go to, you know, the electronics and the technology of it, I feel is a little bit behind, but I do think it's something that is part of the future. I mean, you're going to have to. I think replay's a part of it. Shot clock's a part of it. I think all those things are, it's just a matter of time. I'm guessing a year or 2. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it comes sooner than later for sure.
Knocked out of bounds. The Brother Rice Warriors 12-4 on the year. And second place right now in the CHL Central Division. How about Jonathan Blackwell? We talked about him earlier at Wisconsin doing big things. 8 points a game, 3-time Big Ten Player of the Year, or Big Ten Freshman of the Week.
Yeah, those are big numbers as a freshman, playing a lot of crucial minutes. Expected to have an increased role as that career moves on at Wisconsin. Tuesday's a big one for Brother Rice. You know, they got to beat St. John's to solidify that number 2 spot in the Catholic League tournament.
Yeah.
How do you feel about those Ohio teams? How has that shaked out now that we're through almost a season of them being in the league? You know, someone that sees a lot of Catholic basketball, your thoughts on it?
I mean, I've seen just one team, really, and that's St. John's. I thought they were very competitive. St. Mary's beat them, I think, by maybe 15 or so. I think it's good. I think it's very good. You know, their football team, Toledo Central Catholic, was the top football team in the Central Division, so that was impressive. But, yeah, the basketball is to catch up a little bit. I think all of those teams are sort of near the bottom third of the league, but that may change. I think St. Francis, they had some transfers that came in that in Ohio, from what I understand, the first 11 games you're eligible if you transfer in. You're not eligible the last half of the season.
Really?
So that's changed the dynamics of some teams. But, yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
You know, it's good to grow the Central. You know, with it only being 5 teams, that was a little tough at times, especially scheduling-wise, I know, for coaches and ADs. I would like to see that schedule be a little more balanced, though, you know, with those guys coming up here and playing twice. I don't know how they shake that out or work that up. You know, maybe splitting into 2 divisions would help that. But that might provide a little more balance.
I think that's a good idea. Caffey lays it in. Caffey with 6 points. Stick around after this one. We'll have our G of the game. End of the ball game is Christian Layton. He has it in the corner. Angel Kachowski, one of those seniors, has it. And Aiden Hanks, who's checked in, is too tall. Also into the game is Axel Newell, who is the quarterback on the football team this past fall before he was injured. 6'4", 185. And this guy's a college football prospect. And a fine basketball player as well. To the rack, Lamb misses the shot. Layton with a rebound, had it stolen back by Lamb. And now Hamama. Back 3, no, that's off the mark. Shot by Evan Koff. And Aiden Hanks will hold it. And this game is in the books. The Eaglets have won their 35th Catholic League regular season title in school history. They go to 14-1 with their win over Brother Rice and sweep the regular season series. They won the first game by 19. They win the second by 18.
Yeah, tough night for the Warriors. Again, I think that's Orchard Lakes. That might be their most complete game that they played all season. Very high-level execution on offense. Tremendous job on defense, holding a great Brother Rice team to 41 points.
Stick around. Our G of the game is next. Highlights and stats and more. Back after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with the simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Welcome back to the Arena. Time now for our G of the game. Let's go to center court with Kara Lyles with our G of the game.
Mason, what a game for you. Offensively, defensively, you were all over the place tonight. What was working for you out there?
Well, usually I'm the guy during the games. You know, with Jaden coming back, he's a real key player. And, you know, I'm coming off the bench, so I just found a role. I take pride in, you know, grabbing rebounds, doing all the little stuff like that. But, you know, today, my offense was just going, you know, just grabbing rebounds, getting dunks, being in the right place. So, yeah, just being in the right place at the right time, getting rebounds, and then just, yeah.
To win a huge matchup like this at this point in the season, what does it mean for your guys' momentum moving forward?
It's a statement, and, you know, tomorrow we play East Lansing, number 2 team in the state, and, you know, it just gives us even more momentum and just even more pride, and, you know, taking pride in O Lake, you know, what all this represents. And just, you know, just keeping on track where we are and just pushing forward.
Does this game motivate you guys going into another huge matchup tomorrow against East Lansing?
Of course, especially with how big of a rivalry it is. And, you know, we're playing this big gym. You know, tomorrow it just means we got to do it again and even make it even bigger, more of a statement, and just show that we are the number 1 team in the state.
All right, thanks so much, Mason. Great game tonight. Chad?
Thanks a lot, Kara. Congratulations to Mason Wisniewski, our G of the game, a perfect 4 of 4 from the floor. 10.6 rebounds, 3 blocks in the game. Well-deserved. Thank you very much, Kara. And, Mac, I mean, your thoughts on a guy like Wisniewski who did start at times last year, coming off the bench this year for Savory. I mean, it's an impressive role that he's embraced.
Yeah, I mean, that speaks to your character when you're able to take that role. I mean, last year he was playing big-time minutes, 24-plus minutes a game. This year, you know, he's had to take a back seat, like he said, and, you know, accepted that role.
Some of the highlights in this one, Trey McKinney led the way, 21 points. And there's the Wisniewski slam. There's a swat. But so many helped this victory. Sherrod Barnes with 15. Andrew Smith, a guy that you mentioned, did some nice things. 5 points, 4 rebounds, but some other plays. And how about Trey McKinney sharing the sugar tonight? Todd Cover said he's become a better passer. It was evident tonight that Trey McKinney has added the dish to his game.
Yeah, it definitely showed. You know, Trey it had some big assists tonight. Smith, it was nice to see knocking down that corner 3 after the great defensive night that he had, again, being all over it. Him and Wisniewski really brought a lot of energy on that defensive side, obviously along with Sherrod. We open it up talking about Orchard Lake's defense, 41 points given up tonight. Outstanding.
Very good against an outstanding Brother Rice team that had won 4 straight. Their best days are ahead of them. They continue to get better, an experienced team. Look, not as down as they look tonight. This is a team that perhaps didn't match up well with St. Mary's. We know what happened last year when St. Mary's was swept in the regular season. And then, so what do you make of where Rice is at right now after tonight?
You know, chemistry-wise, these battles, these big tests, these big moments, again, are only going to help this group grow. And after losing the first one, Orchard Lake locking up the division, you're not going to show anything defensively, offensively that's new, that's gimmicky, that's something they haven't seen, because that might come back to haunt you in the Catholic League or in the state tournament, and you want to save it for those moments.
Great to see you again. Well done, sir. He's Matt Horvath, Kara Lyles on the sidelines tonight. Great work by everyone. And our production crew headed by the maestro, Alex Westfall, your executive producer, Evan Westfall on replay, Austin Sonnenberg on graphics, and running to cars and everything in between, running for food. Thank you, Austin, for your hustle. Fish on audio. Another perfect game for Fish. He continues his excellence wherever we put him. Dylan O'Connor on a camera tonight, the former Chippewa, and the longest standing cameraman in prep history, and one of the best, Kyle Buchanan. Thank you very much for your great hard work today, sir. CJ Easterling on camera 3, continuing to kill it. Pat the Stat on statistics. Jamie Janssen also on statistics. For my partner, Matt Horvath and Kara Lyles, my name is Chad Bush, saying so long from the O-Arena in Rochester, where tonight your final score, Orchard Lake St. Mary's 59, Brother Rice 41. The Eaglets win the Catholic League Central Division. We'll talk to you on Tuesday night from Berkeley. Have a good night, everybody.